Sway in the Morning Shade 45. We came all the way to L.A. We got the new facility here, Sirius XM, joined with Pandora. Spent over $30 million to build this place, and easily, this is had to be the biggest audio streaming company on the planet now.
As it should.
As it should be. Over 100 million potential users. Sirius XM and Pandora has come together, and they wanted to do something really special. So they said, man, Sway, what can we do that's really special that no one else can do on the planet? I thought about it. I was like, you know what? We should do this broadcast here.
Yeah.
All right. We'll set it off, kick off the studio. You know, Jude's been holding it down. We'll bring our energy to it, take it to a whole nother level. But, man, if we can assemble Voltron back together, you know, and get all the parts back together and click them together and join forces again and bring the world-famous wake-up show, each individual in the same room, ladies and gentlemen, something that hasn't been done in quite some time. The same people who helped revolutionize hip-hop radio from the West Coast and beyond, then that would be something special.
Crazy.
And introducing to you, ladies and gentlemen, one of the illest production managers to ever video, film, or shoot any of our footage on the Wake Up Show. The one and only Rod G is here. Give him a round of applause.
Step up to the mic, boy.
Say what up, Rod G. Say what up, baby.
What up?
All right, cool. Introducing to you one of the most feared DJs with some of the quickest hands to be ever assembled, some of the best timing as a DJ on radio, the one and only DJ Revolution, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on?
And introducing to you, can I get a drum roll? Is that even possible right now? Ladies and gentlemen, my partner in crime since high school at the age of damn, that was quick.
Need to put that on a loop.
One of the most respected people that hip-hop culture has ever seen, who's been true and solid to the culture since day one, never corrupted. All right, he could never be bought. One of the most knowledgeable people I know, who stood by my side when I lived in a house with no electricity and wrote rhymes by candlelight, ladies and gentlemen. This is my partner in crime, the one and only legendary, iconic DJ King Tech.
King Tech.
I feel like I should stand up, man.
Stand up, take a bow. Step up to the mic, boy.
Oh, my God.
Really, take a bow,
That was
brother,
a
man.
hell of an introduction,
Yeah,
brother.
man.
Thank you, man.
Hey, man, what does this feel like? It feel like when we came to L.A., what year did we come to L.A. and start doing the Wake Up Show?
94.
94. And then what were the different shows that we were doing on the beat?
Man, we were doing Digging in the Crates at that time.
Explain what that was every Sunday. Go ahead.
Every Sunday night, we would actually go get a record collection, a bunch of break beats, and go for 3 hours straight, play just break beats. And in that show, I think your show kind of evolved from that, man, because all of a sudden, I remember Faith Evans wanted to come by.
Yep, you remember that?
Usher
brought
wanted
her
to come
daughter,
by.
yeah.
And we were like, we're hip-hop heads. What y'all trying to come? And Sway was like, it's cool, let him come by. And I stood back and watched them interview them cats, and I was like, you know what? You got a bigger future in this, bro. Like, you may want to go, because we were like hardcore hip-hop heads. Mm-hmm. I mean, when I say hardcore, I don't know who else could be more hardcore than we were, man.
We put the pure and purists.
Yes,
yeah.
So we were doing that, and then we had this thing called the 10 o'clock bomb. He was doing it in the Bay. I was doing the 7 o'clock bomb in L.A. So when they first brought us to L.A., they actually split us up. They brought me to L.A., Sway stayed in the Bay, so I was doing all the MCs out here. And when I first got to L.A., they were like, Tech, I'm going to be honest with you, man. L.A. cats don't like Bay dudes. Out the gate. We was like, remember that?
Yeah, we was like, who? What?
I'm like, God damn, we just got here like 2 weeks ago. And they would be like, honestly, man, it was like some beef going on back in the day. And so Sway and I sat down one day. We're like, look, man, this is what we're going to do. We're going to open the studios up to everybody so they can't hate us. So we went on the air and said, anybody who rhymes, come to this address on Yucca Street. And about 1,000 people showed up. They had security guards, everything. It was like madness. So I remember Ruthless Radio Show. Easy, rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
That was our brother, man. He was like, he was felt the same way. He was like, man, y'all ain't gonna last here, man. This is your Bay Area dudes. About the 4th week, he was leaving the station, and he said, God damn, what's going on outside? Is a riot? And as his car was leaving, like, they were like, we trying to get in the Wake Up Show. And then next day he came over, he's like, y'all won. That's it. That was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope. So we did it, man. And through that, we found Raz, Kaz, Exhibit, Ahmad. I mean, the list goes on and on. It was just, but there was a lot of whack dudes too that they would go on for a minute, and I didn't like the whack dude. Sway's like a more of a, yeah, you're nice, just come back to. I'm like, get out, man, get the hell out of here, man. So that's how it came to be.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember you used to want to fight dudes. Remember these days, Tech, if they didn't come off, if the verse wasn't good, I used to have to talk him out of, bro, you cannot fight. Don't name no names.
So, Heather B, I got to tell you that story.
No, don't name the names, though. Don't name the name.
I'm not going to name his name. But so what happened was at one point, the show got so big, we're like in 20 countries. And
Wait, say that again?
We was like in 20 different countries, right? It was like out of control, right?
All right.
So Marley said, why don't we battle you guys?
Marley Marl, legendary Marley Marl.
Right,
so he was like, why don't we go against y'all? Y'all bring the best. We bring the best. I'm like, let's do it. So we was going live, and then one night, Juice came up.
J.U.I. from Chicago.
And this cat snuck in with him as the guy that's with Juice. So I'm thinking, man, if Juice is bringing this dude, he got to be ill.
Right.
So Marley had, like, Redman or somebody go. We had Juice go, and all of a sudden this dude comes on, and he's garbage. And we're like, Juice. And Juice is like, he ain't with me, bro. I'm like, oh, my God. Hey, get him off. Because I hate losing. We lost that night.
But see, Tech, these things happen, and he just does it. We do it from our heart. But the significance of that, this was a first of its kind live simulcast from West Coast.
I remember that.
All right, to the East Coast with us and Marley Marl from the legendary Juice Crew.
Right.
And for that to happen in radio, what year was that?
97.
No one had ever done that before.
Never.
People tried to do it afterwards. If you recall, I won't name who. People tried to do it afterwards, but we were the first to kind of bring the coast together in that way through radio.
Shout out to Revolution as well. He's here. Tech, I have a question. So last night we were up at the hotel. We were just chilling, Sway, OQ, and I. We were just talking stories, like trading stories. And shout out to Redman, who literally just called me last night. God. He's somebody, it's so crazy you mentioned his name. He stops by my house, Meth. We all sit around and talk sometimes. And Sway was saying, the number of people that used to come by y'all's house, like this had nothing to do with the radio side of it, but just come by and kick it. If you can you share just some random conversations? Because Sway was like, Chris stopped by before, this one stopped by. People used to just come and hang out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what happened, same thing. So when we got this place, we got a place in Los Feliz, not too far from Hollywood. And again, just because it's stuck in my head that these cats want you out of here. And I'm thinking, man, how are we going to survive in L.A. if they want us out of here? So what we did, man, is we gave everybody the address. Everybody was, could come over and just hang out. So we used to literally come home and, I think Raz and his homie was playing video games.
Raz Cass.
Oh, my God.
On the couch. Like, hey, we've been waiting on your exhibit. Used to come by. The Roots crew before they blew up.
Wow.
We got the call. So what happened, man, is
Dougie Fresh,
Biggie.
Yo, that's
crazy.
It
was
Biggie used to hang out.
But what happened was they wanted to. The labels were like, look, some of these artists we honestly can't break. We need y'all help. So it's like, okay, let me think about it. How do we do it? Then they would come by the house and we talked to them. Like, for example, before the Roots blew up, nobody wanted to see a live band.
That's a fact.
So they were out in Europe touring for 2 years. So then I got a call from Geffen Records like, yo, man, please, you got to check. I was like, man, I'm not messing with a live band doing hip-hop.
Hip-hop, yep.
So then they came over to the house. We chopped it up. We went and introduced them at a show. And they were doing their set, which was kind of ill. Well, when they stopped and did the old school thing, and I knew that Black Thought knew that many old school records, we did it an hour set. Mad respect for them. And then I was like, man, let me pay attention to this. And then we started to really love them like that. And then Dougie came by, Biggie came by. I mean, everybody, Wu-Tang members,
amazing.
Boot Camp Clique, they all came through this. They got in a fight in the house, messed up the couch.
Who was fighting?
They was all like brothers messing around. So I'm in the studio working. I just hear boom, boom, boom. I run upstairs, let the couch all messed up, man. I was like, fellas,
Buckshot, man. Drew Hall.
But that's the type of place we wanted to have. Was we were just coming out of a place of mad love. Yeah. We wanted to see this hip-hop thing go as far as it could.
Go.
Yeah.
But it started in the Bay. So we had that same mentality in the Bay where we were allowing artists to come up on a P1 station, biggest station in the country at that time, KMEL, that we were very instrumental in Tech, working hand-in-hand with Keith Nafley, who's now the head VP of, he's like one of the biggest moguls in the world, we were opening our doors to the Bay, and people were getting on Biggie, Craig Mack, all Wu-Tang Clan, Tribe Called Quest. All these people were getting on a radio station at different day parts that they otherwise couldn't get with. With the Roots, we also did the concert in Leimert Park, and had the Roots be the back band to all the artists that were coming on stage.
It was ill.
Before anybody.
1996.
96, before people.
MTV started doing that. Before
that,
MTV started
that's
doing
where,
all that stuff.
What they call Unplugged.
Yeah,
we were doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but even when you look at BET and the Cyphers, you know, we were doing that from 1990. So all of these things were happening. To have the Roots in Leimert Park, and who was there? Chino XL.
Redman was there. Outkast came through.
Gangstar.
So you know what's funny? People were having concerts in different places that wasn't doing well, and they all winded up there that night. And it was new for us to see Bloods and Crips together, not shooting.
Right.
It was the weirdest thing. Like everybody was like kind of just vibing, and you could see there's beef, but they were like, "This is hip hop. We ain't gonna shoot up this place."
Goody Mob was introduced to LA that day. Goody Mob was with Outkast, and it was like, "Hey man, they're part of the same collective." Yeah. And we were able to bring them on stage as well. Yeah, so all this was happening on the Wake Up Show. And now, as we continue in 2019, you see the Wake Up Show here on Sirius XM. You know, now DJ Revolution, what would you say, Tech? You probably never heard this. Well, before we get to Rev, we were talking about Redman last night.
Yeah.
Legend.
Explain to her the conversation we were just having about Redman and how we felt about him when he first came out.
Well, so Sway and I were at a conference. I mean, there's times in your life where you remember music. We're at a conference somewhere in Compton, too. We were driving around, and the Rated R, the guy from Def Jam, had the first cassette. Put it in the deck, man. Everything just blacked out, and we was just like, what the hell is happening? Because I'd heard him on other mixtapes and things.
Right.
Because at the time, Source used to put out, like, cassette tapes and VHS tapes and boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. Extremely Wild Like to Hear on Don King and all them rhymes. And we were like, what? Who is this dude? And then finally we were like, yo, man, you got to give it up to Redman. He was incredible, yo.
Incredible.
One of the greatest, man.
Absolutely.
Where
you from, Sway?
Jerseys.
Okay.
Stand up.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, set tripping up in here.
A lot of Bay talk today.
You know what I mean?
LA talk. I had to make sure.
We got to balance it out. I get it.
Yeah.
To me, Revolution, it rightfully named is his namesake, rightfully so, raised the bar to me on what DJs can actually do live on air, because a lot of DJs were just mixing and blending, but he brought techniques to the air that people weren't really accustomed to hearing.
Right.
Tell the Rev story, how Rev got to be a part of it.
So, yeah, in 1994, 95, we came to L.A., the show exploded, right? And then internally within our own camp, we had beef going on between different dudes here and there, and we were like, yo, is this show going to come to an end? And I'm like, why is it coming to an end when we're about to literally peak to 30 countries? Like, what are we talking about here?
Right.
So a couple of cats stepped off the air. What the heck? A couple of cats stepped off the air or whatever, man, and literally it was almost going to come to an end. Now, I was so upset about this that I went to Hits Records. Ricky Lee, man.
Industry magazine, trade magazine, called
Hits
Records,
and my cousin
Billboard and all of that.
Yeah, my cousin Prince Ice was working there, and I said, man, look, I just need like 30 cassette tapes of every mix you got. I got to find a new dude that's ill. So me and my cousin Mo, we were at a conference in Florida, and I never forget this, man. We rented a car, went from Miami to Key West, and we just, every time we threw in a cassette, it was garbage. You know, we threw it out the window, like out the car, literally, like it was that bad. We get to this one mix, it's going, it sounds good, it sounds right, and then all of a sudden Rev did this triple time scratch that. I'm like,
that's exactly what it sounded, right?
That's exactly what it sounded like,
perfect
right?
Scratching.
Okay,
right. So I'm listening to it, I'm like, this ain't real, man. So my cousin Mo was like, rewind this, man, rewind. We rewind, it's like, listen to it again. And everything, because like Sway and I had a perfection thing that we were into. Like everything we did, like hip hop to us was, like I said, it was like, you know, it's like Mecca to us. It's like we respect it like that. Because when we got it from our backgrounds, nobody even knows. Like my mentor is Buck Ford from Rocksteady Crew. So when I used to talk to him on the phone, and he was like, Tech, go buy this record, go buy this record, go buy this record. And I'm like 15 years old. I'm talking to a legend, rest in peace, Buck. But If you seen B Street, you know what I'm talking
Absolutely.
about. The guy that did the crawls and the turtles.
Mm-hmm.
I used to talk to him on the phone. I used to be a popper in the Bay, so we had respect for each other like that. So when I came through like that, we had mad respect for this thing. We wasn't just trying to play it out. So when I heard Rev's tape, I was like, yo, dude, this dude is ridiculous. So what I did, I kind of messed with his life a little bit, though. I almost gave him a stroke.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, Rev, nice to meet you, man. You want to come on the wake? Oh, my God, I'll come up there. What I didn't tell him is I'm going to bring Shortcut, Babu, DJ Qbert, and
wow.
Melody.
Oh no, it was more than that. It was all the executioners, that used to be the X-Men. It was actually it wasn't all of them, but there was a few of them there. It was all the Scratch Pickles, all the Beat Junkies, and the first time I'd ever been on a show, and you guys were just newly syndicated. And the thing that I remember the most is, so if this was the current stage, Wonder would be behind the booth, the glass, and I remember looking dead at you when I'm about to go on. And the thing that you didn't fuck with my life that much. This guy kind of set it off because, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. And he's like, yo, how, you give the intros. You like, yo, we're going to have this guy, this dude is ill, but yo, we on in front of 7 million people. Don't screw it up.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's how he said it. He was like,
and I was like,
who is Revolution? Hey, man, don't mess this up, man. You on first. And dude, so Rev is standing there like this, right? He's standing up like this, and he's looking out the window, and behind him is all legendary DJs that are like,
that I had never met before either.
Who's this dude? And I swear to God, the first thing he did, he just looked around. He was like, "Ready, go." And he got everybody's attention out the gate. Like everybody was talking outside, they just stopped talking, and they turned around. and was like, "What the hell?" And that's when I knew. I was like, "Yeah, this dude ain't scared of nothing. He's ready. He's ready to go."
DJ Revolution.
Yeah, it was a good night.
You gotta do that scratch tonight,
Can
man.
you do that today, man?
I don't do the diddle, diddles.
You
I don't do
that.
that.
You changed since then. Got out the
I got
diddles.
new sounds. I got 2019 sounds right now.
Yo, Rev, let me ask you this, man. We evolved, we start growing, and we all kind of had to go do our own things. Rev put out solo projects, a bunch of legendary classic solo projects. We all kind of had to branch out. Tech and I had to pay bills. I had to move to New York. And in the process,
that was a good move.
It was decent, right? And I caught some backlash from all the purists.
Oh yeah,
like what
definitely.
the hell is he doing? These
sure.
dudes would call me like, "Yo, man, these dudes hating you now,
For
man."
sure.
And I was like, "Well, let them wait and see what we do with it, though." And so, 19 years later, I'm still working with Viacom, and we
actually, KRS-One is the one that gave us that advice. So we was like, we ain't messing with nothing, no companies, nothing, man. Hip hop, dip that. And he came over the house and he was like, "Look, man, y'all dope, you big." He's like, "Y'all started your own fire." I don't think we slept that night because he told us how hip hop started, where it was at, and what we had contributed to it. And coming from KRS-One, man, we were like kids, like, really? He's like, "Man, listen, what y'all did in Cali, was your own fire." Because we had so much respect. I was like, "No, we took what Marley did, Latin Rascals did. We want to bring that element here." He said, "That's cool, but that ain't what y'all did, man.
Right.
What y'all did was this." Damn. And then he was like, "Look," we were like, "Man, we don't want to work for Warner Brothers. We don't want to work for radio. We don't want to." And then he gave, what's this thing he told you? He said, what did he say? If you're outside looking in.
He said, by the time you're 18, if you're not a part of a movement or a establishment that's against the status quo or the institution, then you have no heart. By the time you're 25, if you're not a part of that same establishment, then you have no brain. So in other words, if you want to make change, you can't do it from the outside. You got to get inside and infiltrate. Otherwise, you throwing pebbles at a brick wall. So MTV called a third time, and after that conversation was when I was like, all right.
Okay, maybe, so go try it out for a year. Just if it don't work, we got a crib, we got a studio, everything could be, So when he went out there, he did catch a lot of flack, man. He used to call me like, man, he used to catch a train to work, right? So the cats on the train was like, "Sway, man, what you doing out here, man? What you working for MTV, dog? I got all the damn CDs, man. Y'all ain't." He's like, "Man, I'm getting hated on in the damn train, man, like every day."
That's crazy, man. That's why I held it on.
That's why you get off the train?
I don't ride the train
So
no
he
more.
got off the train.
Ain't got nothing to do with that car service, Rev. I just don't want to get hated on. Man, this is awesome, man. So we got the original world famous Wake Up Show here.
The
legends. Yo, I told Tech as soon as I knew we was broadcasting here, man, "Hey, dude, can you get Rev to do a mix
Yeah.
And
Let's
so
do this.
DJ Revolution is here. We're going to let him take over the airwaves. Y'all want to talk with Tech? You want to talk with Rev? You got any questions? We are in L.A., and, man, L.A. is a huge part of our legacy. 888-742-3345. We're going to come back with DJ Revolution. Wake Up Show in the mix. Sway in the morning. Let's get it.
45.
It's the Los Angeles Takeover. Shade 45. I got the iconic, legendary, my brother, partner in crime, my day one. King Tech, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause.
What up, man?
We got our sniper over there, one of the most feared DJs that radio and hip-hop has ever seen, but also one of the most respected. Give it up for DJ Revolution. All right.
Yeah.
We got my man Dips from Cali on the line. Dips, what up, Dips?
Yo, what's good?
What's happening with you, family?
How y'all doing?
Come on, man. Hey,
up, man? Yo.
Voltron reassembled, baby.
Hey, yo, man, it's good to hear a bunch of legends all in one station, man. It's about time, man. It's about time. Long time waited.
Absolutely.
Yo, I just want to give a shout out to Tech, to you, especially the Revolution. Long story short, Rev actually DJ'd my wedding, and that was badass, man. And I just want to condemn all y'all for all the hard work that us DJs do, and we never ever get any recognition. So I just personally, as a DJ, want to shout out both of y'all, and especially you. Man, it's an honor, man, and I love y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Damn it, I will see y'all tomorrow.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man.
Love.
All right, thank you, family. You're a citizen.
Sway in the morning, homie.
We just had the poetess walk in, ladies and gentlemen. She's an L.A. icon. She's been hanging out with me. Just like we used to hang out all the time when I was on the West. She's trying to make up for lost time right now. Poetess is here, ladies and gentlemen. Who did you bring with you?
My best friend and dope-ass journalist and all-around good person, Sheena Lester.
Is here. Sheena always showed us a lot of love with the Wake Up Show when we first came to L.A. In the publication that she was working with called
Rap Pages.
That's right. All right, and we all became family and hanging out at each other's homes and eating dinner, and in brunch. Yeah, we used to do the weekly brunches at our house too. Y'all used to do your thing too, and I was sharing the story when last time I saw Eazy-E was at y'all house.
His birthday party.
Yeah, yep. And that was and he was playing us his new album, and he showed us his truck that had all these hidden compartments in it where he kept guns. Yeah, he showed me a gun so huge I wasn't even comfortable sitting in that truck. But that was how comfortable people were in y'all environment. We just came and all hung out. The gun wasn't for your environment.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yes.
Not that day.
Sheena, how you been?
I'm well. I have no complaints.
You have no complaints?
None at all. To complain would, seem just incorrect. Everything is all right. It would be ungrateful to complain. So all is well.
What do you think of current state of journalism right now, hip-hop journalism?
Oh, geez. That's a long, ugly conversation.
Okay.
I mean, it's not what it was.
Okay.
Hopefully, it's what today's hip hop audience wants and likes. It's not necessarily what I like, but I'm not urban youth culture anymore, so I don't know. Maybe our standards might just be a little different. I don't know.
But standards and principles transcend. It doesn't matter what generation or what time or era you from. What were those basic standards that worked for us in our time? When we were in our prime, they can apply today. What were they?
Absolutely. I mean, ultimately, the only real rule for hip-hop back in the day was no biting,
Okay.
Hip-hop journalism was pretty much that, too. We all sort of had our lanes, We loved up on each other hard and still did our own separate thing, I just don't know what the climate is in terms of hip-hop journalism anymore.
Okay.
I'm not sure what it is or what it's supposed to be, so I don't want to judge it.
Okay.
With our standards.
That's fair. Fair enough. Sheena Lester, ladies and gentlemen, legendary.
Well put.
Yo, Tech, man, I'm gonna have you do this intro for DJ Revolution. Y'all want to call up 888-742-3345. He's about to take.
I'm gonna do it old school style. You're now tuned in to the world famous Wake Up Show. I am DJ King Tech. That's my man Sway. Now on the turntable, the one and only DJ Revolution. Shot. Let's go.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Wait a minute, hold up, man.
Oh my God, man. That's DJ Revolution right there, man. That's kind of what we were talking about when we introduced him on the air. He had no hesitation. My man just gets on the turntables and murders it. But Sway, in the honor of, it's a lot of anniversaries going on, right?
Yeah.
The 20th anniversary of the Anthem.
That's right. That's the Sway.
About 10 years.
That's that album. All right, go ahead.
That album.
All
Yep,
right.
about the 10 years you've been on Shade 45.
All right, 10 years.
Yeah.
Almost there.
Almost, yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right.
So I figured, man, let's do something special.
Okay, what you got in mind?
I figured, man, since, you came to L.A., man, we got to treat you right, man. We got to do something. And it's, 11th anniversary, your shoe size being 11.
Okay, I'm size 11 now. It's been 11 years.
It's been 11 years, that. So I figured we'd do something special for you, man. So I'm going to bring my man in here.
Who's that?
Real quick. We're going to do something cool.
Wait, who is this, man? Oh, my gosh, it's Bosko. Bosko's here. Oh, wait, hold on.
We're going to do something for you, brother. This like Wake Up Show style. This used to make Sway super happy and excited back in the day, man. So this is what we're going to do.
What is that he got right there, Tech? What do you call that right there, man? What is that? Okay. Whoa, shit. Is that J.U.I.? We got juice up in here.
All right, I'm going to give him the microphones in a second, man. So I called the homies super late last night, bro. Like 11 o'clock, because Kelly was like, let's just do the mix thing. And I was like, hey, Kelly, is it cool if we bring a couple of MCs, just have a little fun?
Oh, shit. We about to do it Wake Up Show style?
California Love, baby.
Okay, we about to do it Wake Up Show style?
California Love, baby.
All right, DJ Revolution on the 1 and 2, DJ King Tech, Shade 45. Tell them who we got in the studio, Tech.
We got Bosko in the building, man. If you don't know, man, Bosko's got a brand new unit out that's similar to Roger Troutman's Talk Box. Rest in peace, Roger Troutman. Nobody's been able to duplicate this, and it's hard to actually do the Talk Box. So, Bosko, man, why don't you get on real quick, man, and just use it a little bit so y'all can hear it.
California, California love. Yeah. This is electro spit, baby.
All right, so put the headphones on. So put the headphones on, and we're going to give you a little wake-up show style from back in the day, man.
Electro spit ESX1, y'all.
So that's what we're going to do, Rev. Throw on the original, throw on the beat, right? So, Bosko, you introduce Sway and Armin, and then back to you, and back to J.U. Ice, back to you, back to Rev. That's how we're going to do it.
Wake Up Show.
You ready? Hold on, ready? Armin, come on, man.
Sway in the morning. California knows how to party, yeah. With the Sway in the morning, yeah. The Wake Up Show, yeah. Sway's Universe. And we got King Tech in the house.
What up?
Oh, and Revolution. Sway in the morning.
Armin, are you ready?
Yo.
1, 2,
Check. Sometimes I feel like I'm 50 when he spit how to rob. Cause I'm robbing motherfuckers of they spotlight, word is born. Sometimes I feel like I'm Eminem when he turned it shady and started calling out everyone that's fucking fugazi. Sometimes I feel like I'm Jay, sometimes I feel like I'm Diddy, sometimes I feel like I'm Dre, trying to get to that Billy. Sometimes I feel like I'm Game on a mission and just drop 300 bars of this and I listen. Sometimes I feel like I'm Pac, not to keep your head up rapping. Now I'm talking about the Pac that'll spit in your fucking camera. Talk about the Pac that got him killed on that cold night. Let's say what he feel even if it cost him his own life. Sometimes I like Biggie, sometimes I'm like Sean, sometimes I feel like cannabis in his prime. Animal when he rhyme, and he know that you blind. Man controlling the mind. Man, sometimes I feel like flowing like Calm, sometimes I'm flowing like Most. Sometimes I'm like Kweli. KRS Rakim, I'm teaching you who the guys be. I'm talking about Wu-Tang, talking about Mob D. Man, what the fuck you talking about? I'm talking about Nas B. Rappers, I monkey flip them cause they can't do shit to me. Lyrically, physically, hypothetically, realistically. Big Pun lives in me. I'm the product of capital punishment. Moment of truth at midnight, Moreau. shortest. Spit like the slaughter, shout out the crooked. Look it, you a slave to a page in my rhyme book, so book it. Yeah, this is celebration of celibacy. From whatever you fucking with that had you thinking you better than me. Must be that Netherlands weed, my crew packing grams. Reppin' that New Amsterdam, cause R- mean pharmacist like Carlo Escobar. Like pocket Escobar's the product extra raw. You try and test the guard, we squeeze it out, we see fit MC shit. Fuck boy rappers, I getting green lit. I keeps that green lit, they call me mean. Who the fuck is you grown up without a father? How come I'm the one that be son of you? Son of two or the war. Purple horse, gush it open, all you frauds, all love lost like Joe Budden proposing. Steady menace in the cold of the streets. Frontin' like you old dog when they be mowed like Sharif. I can tell you ain't authentic. You ain't built right, kinda like getting hit with a condom on. It just don't feel right. Yeah, that's all me.
The Armenian assassin, the Armenian,
man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
King Tag, what up? Sway, what's good?
California, knows how to party. Sway's universe, knows how to party. In the city, yeah, of LA, yeah. City of Compton, oh.
Who we got next up, King Tech?
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing one of the illest freestylers of all time, one of the best freestyle battles we've ever had in the history of freestyle battling. Juice versus Super Nat went down 20 years ago. This is also the anniversary of that, besides your shoe size being 11. This is also a monumental moment, man. World famous wake-up show. Juice, give me some classics, Juice. Give me some classics.
You want classics, gotta hold me, son. I'm not one of the illest rappers, I'm the only one. I'm the one that do it right on the universe. I'm kinda like mechanics, cause I'm quick to fine-tune a verse. My brain is like a school bus passing. You gotta stop when you see these red lights flashing. Woo! The boy freestyling with a passion, smashing anybody, any shape, form, or fashion. You on classic bars and you know I'm about to settle shit. They on some metal shit, I'm really sick with that ghetto shit. You want that subject predicate, here to Connecticut.
Yeah,
you want me to do that shit cause nobody is better with what I got. I got classic shit updated. I'm so dope, I got my own brain frustrated. You tryna fuck around, boy, I'm like Fort Knox. Kinda like my man here talking through the talk box. I'm at All Hardin with Maddox. Fucking with my niggas like Armin and Alex. Just learned his name, but I put it in a rhyme tonight. Can't really see me when it's time, I'm dying tonight. Yeah, California knows how to party. We know some girls and we know some fucking shorties. I don't give a fuck, I need him, King Los, and Harry Mack. Then you could bring Terry back for the classic renovation of freestyle in its purest form. I touch the mic like my pulse to make sure it's warm. The best rapper ever did it, ever done it. I could walk on the track 2 times and still run it. That's just me, I'm in Optimus Prime. I'm really sick, man, especially when dropping a rhyme. I take flight, I'm about LeBron height. When I grab the mic, I'm like Walter Cronkite. My brain accelerated like I'm talking on white. My freestyle is kinda like an off and on light. I spaz out while my boy got polka dots. People think I'm funny and shit, but I don't joke a lot. I broke the spot real quick, fast. Hit your girl one time until I give her whiplash. They can't fuck around, that's just me. Revolution, Juice MC, the greatest ever.
Oh, let's go, Bosko. Let's go, Bosko. Get up on the mic, Bosko. Let's go. Introducing the one and only DJ Revolution. Let me give him an intro, Bosko.
DJ Revolution knows how to party. DJ Revolution knows how to party. DJ Revolution, one of the best to ever do it, yeah.
That's my man Bosko. 1, 2, 3, Rev. Let's go, man. You ready, Rev? Give me some cuts, baby. Let's go. Sway, bro. It's a welcome back party for Sway coming back to Cali.
Yo.
World famous wake up show brought a couple of MCs. Have some fun in here.
Yo, check it out. Sway in the morning. Nah, man, it's the world famous Wake Up Show where it all begins, man. Come on. Now, I'm going to say this for the record, man. I know a lot of dudes be talking shit about who had the greatest of all time. I'm going to go ahead and go. I usually don't say this, man, but it ain't another radio show that can fuck with what we do when we come together as the world famous Wake Up Show. And if you agree, make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, man. That's just a sample off the cuff, King Tech.
Wow, man.
Yeah, man.
Can't get better than that, brother.
Give it up for Armin, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Juice, J.U. Ice. Juice, you want me to bring King Los and meet you?
Man, that's the one.
King Los?
King Los and Harry Mack and me, that's the one.
That's what you want to do?
That's the one. We'll cut off them 5 fingers. It'll be an amputee of death that day. Those are them people we need.
Hey, when you back in Cali?
Shit, I might have to come back.
Monday.
Yeah, we might be back sooner. Man, give it up for the one and only Bosko, ladies and gentlemen.
Electro spit.
Bosko, what is the unit you got right there, man? What the hell is that?
This is the ESX1 mobile talk box, and it's by Electro Spit. You can find us at ELECTROSPIT on IG. And man, we reinvented.
Is this something you invented, or
yes.
you're a part of a company? Or what
I invented it. This is my
You
company.
are the company. Oh.
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
it is.
I am the company. We totally reinvented the talk box, took the sound that's loved by millions and made it accessible to anyone, whether you're a pro or an amateur, and got rid of the tube, got rid of the setup, and made it so you can use it with your phone. You can rock anywhere at the drop of the dime.
On the
Hey,
phone.
real quick though, it's Electro Spit, right?
Yeah.
So they know,
Electro Spit.
and what he was doing, he was talking into it, and when he was talking, it was like
On his
talking
throat.
on his throat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Man,
crazy.
Give out your social again, man. How can they reach you, brother?
Get at me, Electro Spit, ELECTROSPIT. We're fundraising right now, so if you believe in the future of music creation and making it accessible, invest in Electro Spit. We got a line of electronic musical instruments and software, and we're breaking down the barriers to music creation, man. And if you don't know, I produce for and play talkbox, and I'm a mechanical engineer, so I played talkbox with Kanye West, J. Cole, E40, David Guetta, Bruno Mars.
We just had P-Lo on the show.
P-Lo, my man P-Lo. We got a new single with P-Lo. Got to check that out. Man, just rocking. Just had Stevie Wonder. Oh my God, my idol. Tried the ESX1 out day before yesterday. Was rocking, did all the hits, man. It was like a dream come true, man. It's people loving it. People loving the ESX1 mobile talk box, man. Thank you for having me.
Give it
up
up
here,
for
man.
Bosko, man.
Super dope.
Man, I want to apologize to Bosko too for the time he came to our house in the valley and we played basketball and I held him to a 0. You remember that, Tech?
0, man.
See, first it went from overtime win to
it's
1
0.
by 10. Now he shut me out.
Overtime, the story's changed.
Pretty
Overtime.
soon, he gonna dunk on the free throw line.
Remember that came
went
from
on
top of the
dunk,
key?
yeah,
Boom. All right, Armin, give out your social. People want to reach you, man.
Yeah. Hit me up. The name is Armin. That's spelled the letter R and then mean, like a mean motherfucker. RMEAN. Hit up your boy. You know, I got a lot of epic things going on. New project coming with Scott Storch. Doors are opening. It's been a crazy grind the last couple years.
Man.
So hit up your boy. Yeah.
He's been on the show a ton of times, shredding mics up. Juice, man, how can they reach you, man? I tell your story all the time, bro. How can they reach you?
Juice number 4 real on the gram. Juice number 4 real. Sway, can I do a shameless plug?
Yeah, sure, man. Go ahead.
Hey, I want y'all to I'm doing artist development and a lot of like vocal production these days lately. And there's an artist out of Detroit named Cash Doll. Cash with a K.
Yeah, we know Cash Doll. Yeah.
All right, bet. Well, she got this record that I helped with Big Sean called Ready Set. And I just want everybody to support that record and her album drop. And I got a few more on there with her. And it's going to be crazy.
Wow, man. She's incredible, too, right?
Yeah, she crazy. She from the D. She from where the MC's at. And she just need a little vocal production.
There
so
it is.
That's what we on.
That's what we on. That's right. J.U. Ice, ladies and gentlemen. Revolution, how can they reach you, bro?
Yeah. So at DJ Revolution everywhere except SoundCloud is DJ Revolution 1. And I got a shameless plug, too.
Go with it, man.
Skills over everything. Yeah. It's my new school, Los Angeles, West Side. You want to learn do what I do and do what we do? You want to make beats? You want to learn how to make a business out of being a DJ and do this real life every single day as a DJ? Come check me out. follow Skills Over Everything at Instagram. And, just come check me out and listen to my mixes. And, it's the Wake Up Show.
All right.
Back in effect.
Back
as
in
always,
effect, man. That's why we come to L.A., so we can keep doing this. Plus the sunshine. King Tech probably won't do this because he's a very humble man that walks with humility. But right now you got the Wu-Tang Clan, American Saga that's on Hulu. That's on right now, and it's a story of how the Wu-Tang Clan came together. Yep. Produced and written by RZA and a guy by the name of Alex
C. Yep.
Okay, and Tech is a music supervisor on the project, right? And
shout out to RZA.
And he's been killing it. And there's more work now coming down the pipeline as a result of that. Yep. You're also doing a new podcast with them, right?
Yep.
And it's called
Wu-Tang and American Saga Podcast.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to interview me on the podcast today. Yo, can Heather come? Let's get them both. Yo, you want to do it?
Put me to work. Yeah,
there you go. Good, great, good.
And shout out to DJ Premier. Premier is listening. He was like, "You are a damn fool." He was like, he loves you.
Yo, call him.
I thought Premier would like that. Hey, Tech, I just bought a Wu-Tang beer yesterday.
What?
It's called Witty Unpredictable IPA. I'm not bullshitting you.
Yeah, it's an IPA? Yeah, that's a higher alcoholic content.
Of course, man. It's Wu-Tang style, man.
There it is, man. But you can reach King Tech, too.
If you don't know me, you can't reach me.
There
it is.
That's how I roll. Yo, damn. We got Glenn on the line from Chicago. Glenn, what up?
Oh, man, can you hear me?
Yes, indeed. Go ahead, man.
Oh, man, I'm so glad that you brought Juice back. Man, MC Juice, man, that was amazing. But, yeah, everything was amazing. King Tech, the guy, or DJ Revolution, the guy in the talk box, I was like, that made my whole day, man.
Wow, man. That's what's up, man. Make sure you follow Bosko. You're a citizen, brother.
Sway in the morning.
All right, we got Kevin in Houston on the line. Kev, what you want to say, man?
I just want to say I love the show. I thought everything was absolutely fire today.
Thank you.
Best freestyle session I've ever heard in my life. Those brothers are going places. And Sway, thank you for what you do for the entire hip-hop community, man. Offering opportunities to young brothers to spit their fire. I love the show. I listen to it every day. I'm late to court right now because I'm sitting in the parking lot of the courtroom. I'm a lawyer. Y'all about to get me fired, but I can't leave my car. It was fire. Pure fire.
Thank you, Kev, man. You're a citizen, brother.
Sway in the morning.
All right, who we got on the line, Heather B?
We got DJ Premier right here on the line. Primo.
DJ Premier.
Oh, my God.
Yo, say what
Premier,
up.
what's up, man?
What's going on, everybody? I'm listening to the show, and it sounds horrible.
Thanks, Primo. That means a lot coming from you, bro.
Wow. How does it play each other in New York on a day like this?
Wow, man. Hey, Preem, King Tech in here. Say what up to King Tech.
What up, man? Primo, what up, brother? How are you?
What's up, Tech? God damn.
Hey,
we gonna play some basketball at the house?
Yeah, they came through and played some ball, man, too.
Wow,
yeah,
they
man.
were there, too?
Guru, Gangstar came by.
Yo, me and Guru, God bless them, used to go to their house to play basketball back in the 90s.
They got service. They got service.
A lot of people came through.
A lot of people got service on that court. Eminem got service on that court. Chris Brown got service on that court.
That's crazy.
But
I got at least one layup. Come on now.
Hey, but Preem, I just want to say, man, you know my Steve's top 5 records of all time, man. The way you chopped that sample, bro, it's ridiculous, man. I wouldn't have found the original. I was like, how did you do this, bro? I swear to God, I remember the moment I heard the record. Sway and them stayed back in Cancun. They flew my ass back to do the wake-up show. Rev through the record. I was like, you got to check this record out. And I thought time froze for me when I heard the record, bro. I just want to say my top 5 records of all time, you know my Steves, man.
That's what's up, Preem.
Thank you, man. I always strive to be different and original because I was taught by the culture on how to do it, especially the sampling era. And because of that, I've always wanted to be known, especially for DJs, to be as creative as possible, even if it's from a known sample, to as fly as to do it. And then Shopper Revolution was one of the illest on the cutter, and I like how you broke it down to the original Grandmaster Flash beatbox, which is, a classic live recording and that's Flash doing it live. There's no, that drum machine has no program on it. You have to do it by hand. So, to do that, it's already an ill skill. And then I just took it and just said, let me be creative with this. No one here picked up the AG, used it for a skit and on Runaway Slave, and I was like, I'm gonna make a song out of that. And it was all good, So, and My Future is definitely one of my favorite records of my whole career with Gang Stuff.
That's what's up, man.
Hey,
Preem,
breaking down some real talk right there.
Hey, Preem, hey, we love you, man, for your contribution too, man. Preem, all right, thank you, brother. I'm gonna take one last call, man. Okay, that's what's up. We got AJ on the line from Compton. AJ, what you want to say?
Yeah, blessed, my Richard. Yeah, I just want to say this to King Tech and Rev, man. Yeah, I was in Tehachapi when you started, when I used to listen to y'all on the beat, man. You know what I'm saying?
You were locked
up? This morning. Yeah, I was locked up, man. And we always listen to it just to hear Rev go crazy that morning. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, man, it's bringing back so much memory. Right now, I'm free after 17 years of lock. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, it feels like back in 97 again, man. With Sway making people happy,
Oh,
it's a blessing, man.
Nice,
I just want to say that to y'all, man.
Thank you.
King Tech, you have always been that person, man, who don't hold your, you just say what you want to say and do what you want to do. You feel me? And I respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man.
Right now, King Tech, Head of Big is you now on Sway. You feel me?
Yeah.
Head of Big took over what you is. Because if it's so like it's not good, and the beat gonna tell him to get the hell up out of here with that crowd shit. You know what I mean?
Heather B.
Heather B is real.
I couldn't get Tech to come to New York, so I just put Heather B right there.
Glocks down.
All right, hey, AJ, you're a citizen, man. We appreciate
Thank you for calling, brother. Thank you.
Man, that was great, man. Wake Up Show comes on here on Sirius XM.
Every Monday night and Thursday morning, right before Sway in the morning.
There it is, man. And Tech, man, I love you.
I hope you had a good time, man.
Man, that was
great,
man.
moment
I
for you,
that.
brother.
All right, Armin, I love you. All our original Wake Up Show players. J.U. Ice Juice, love you too, man. My man Bosko, love you too. Actually, Bosko is probably one of the best basketball players in the music industry. I just like to rib him about that one time. Oh, thank you, Bosko, man. Heather don't believe me. All right. Okay.
Hey, we got to bring him, Juice, and Super Nat up here.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it, man.
I called Nat last night. He's like, Tech, I'm out of town or I would be there.
Oh, that'd be incredible, man. Let's do it, man. Man, that concludes this moment with the Wake Up Show, but it doesn't conclude this momentum of the Wake Up Show. All right.
Keep it going, brother.
There it is, man. We got DJ Beverly Bond, the creator of Black Girls Rock. She's up next. 888-742-3345. It's for you, Preem.